Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem HaRachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that tells us truth. Honors and salutations to the elect. To the men that died doing the work, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, they shall arise first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer, because he's come and deliver us of this captivity that we're in. My name is Micah Allah Ben Gad Ben Yasharala with the Church of Philadelphia camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once again, coming back at you with another lesson. I'm going to entitle this one, A Time to Refrain from Embracing. All right? A time to refrain from embracing. And that time is now, man. You know, because the love of many is about to wax cold out here. You know, you're seeing the signs and the times of the chariots, you know, coming. You know, people are about to start tripping, man, want to turn you in. So you can't just, you know, be JoJo familiar with everybody, man. As we see here in the streets of Philadelphia, you can't be Joe with everybody. All right, buddy, friendly. All right, because you got people out here that want you dead, man. All right, they know you know the truth. They don't want you to move forward with it, man. They want to see you on the ground, man. All right, and you do have men that's claim to be in Israel that's like this. All right, so this brings me to my first scripture. You gotta be circumspect, man. Watch everything. You know, be sober, basically. You know, being sober by that meaning be on top of everything, man. Watching everything. Trust nothing, man. All right. Only trust Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem HaRachakwadash and what you was taught. All right. Because the time is coming real soon where, you know, you're going to get a rude awakening. But anyway, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, starting at verse 1. It said, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. I already said a time to mourn and a time to dance. You come into a mourning period. You know, this is a just balance because this time is coming for both sides. All right, for the men of the Lord, they're going to be rejoicing. You know, we're going to be getting trial like gold is trying to fire. Lord's will not be a part of that number. You know, but while these people are mourning, the Lord's going to take care of you. You know, a time to weep. These people are going to be weeping, and the men of the Lord are going to be laughing at the calamities, man. You know, that's how the Lord's going to use us. You know, Lord's will not be a part of that number. All right? And then eventually we're going to dance because, you know, this place is going to be taken down. We're going to be beamed up in those chariots. We're going to be dancing, relaxing, man, enjoying ourselves. All right, it says a time to cast away stones. You see that? A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. Right now is a time to cast things away. A time to embrace, right? A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. All right, that's what I entitled this lesson. A time to refrain from embracing, man. All right, let's get that word embracing real quick. Because, yo, you got people out here that don't really believe fully in his word, so you can't embrace them. You know, you can't embrace people that you used to hang with in the world.
Strong's H, 2263. Chavak.
Chabak, all right, which is to embrace class, to embrace, to fold one's hands in idleness, to embrace, all right, to embrace it, man. You know, to hold, bring them near you, man. All right, but it's a time to refrain from embracing, all right, because like I said, you got men that really don't fully believe. They don't have the faith. You know, it's just something to do on the weekend and all that, man. So the Lord, man, he's about to come back, man, and really judge this place, man. So you gotta be mindful of all things. Like I said, be circumspect, all right? You have to be circumspect in the up and coming times, man. All right, so this is going to hop in Matthew real quick. All right. Matthew 24. Okay. Go to Matthew 24 and 9. All right, it says, matter of fact, You can actually go to the top, but I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right, and you got men that's they're not able to grasp that how would you say that? What's the word I'm looking for? You can't grasp that concept, basically. All right, you're not going to get it. All right, so they're not ready for it, and they're not going to be willing to put their lives on the line for Yahweh. All right, because they think it's a goddamn game. So that's why you gotta, men like that, you can't be around. You can't be unequally yoked. All right. But I said Matthew 24:9. It says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Because all these nations, they hate the name Yahweh Shah. That's why in the book of Acts, man, they told the prophets, the apostles, don't teach in that name. And because we teach in that name, they can't stand us, man. You can teach in the name of Jesus, the name of Allah, Buddha, Krishna, and all these different deities or whatever. You can teach but don't know name hold weight like the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. They know it because they don't want us to know the truth. They don't want us to turn back to our heritage, and that's what they're fighting to keep away from us. But we already know it now. All right. It says that's why you have to. It's time to clean house, man. Look at your surroundings, check it out, see what's going on. You got to know your flock to your heads. You got to know the flock of your men, man. The mindset of your men, the standards that they're in. All right, if you don't, it's time to get away from them dudes, man. I'm talking to the men here in Philadelphia as well, man. All that secret stuff, that's out the window now, man. All right, everything has to be on plain tables, man. It should have been like that. All right, but it says, it's verse 10. It says, and then shall many be offended and shall betray one another. You see that? And shall hate one another. All right, I'm going to read that again. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And that's the season that we're coming into, man. All right, that's why I'm naming this a time to refrain from embracing. All right, it's time to refrain from embracing. You can't embrace everybody, especially just me and somebody too now. And you in this truth, and they claim to be in the truth, man. You really they gotta be under a super microscope, man. All right, a super microscope, because there's so many agents in this thing, man. It's just, man, they all over the place. All right, but at the end of the day, they're not going to prevail. Just so they know that. All right, you might think that you winning now, and whatever the case may be, but at the end of the day, you're not going to win, man. All right. So it says, all right, verse 11, it says, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, the love of many shall wax cold. So people's not going to be embracing each other like they was. Iniquity, and let's get the word iniquity, I believe. All right, just for our edification's sake, get that word iniquity.
Strong's G 458. Anamia.
So you check it out. It says anamia, which is the condition of without law. All right, see that? And what they just did over there in Chicago, they got to purge like laws now, man. A lot of things is not punishable. You can't be incarcerated for it, even including second-degree murder, man. Death by what they call it, drugs and all that. You can't get locked up for those things now. All right, so that says the condition of without law, because of ignorant of it, because of violating it, contempt and violation of law, iniquity, wickedness. All right, so these evils are going to go. The more they tell you, yo, you can't be locked up for this, you can't be locked up for that, kidnapping and all that, these niggas are going to start doing it. And that's mean the love of many going to wax cold. So it's time to refrain from embracing, man. It's a time to refrain from embracing. That time is right now. Because if he's not a true man of the Lord, and he don't believe, man, listen, it tells you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right? And that's what we're here to do. And, teach this word. All right? Teach this word, because you're going to see real brothers, true brothers, when you, Lord's willing, you'll be a part of the number when you get on that chariot, man. And those are going to be the real men of the Lord. That's the men of the Lord. Like it says, it's second Ezra, the 16th chapter, roughly about the 70 to 73rd verse, which talks about then shall his chosen be, then they shall know, then shall they know who are my chosen, man. And that's coming soon as well, man. But right now, it's a time to refrain from embracing, man. To refrain from embracing, especially what they say, no new friends. No new friends, man. All right. So let's go here. We're gonna go to cause man, this time that now that we're headed into is crazy. People's trying to kill themselves and can't even find death, man. Which I want to do something on that too. It's so many topics to talk about. All right. But I'm gonna stick to this one right here. Second Ezra, 15th chapter. All right. Second Ezra, chapter 15. Salakia. Second Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 19. All right. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy his houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for the great tribulation. All right, the great tribulation. And what's coming? A great trial. That time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right. It says, I'm going to read that again. Second Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That doesn't sound like a time to be embracing somebody, And these times is coming, yo. This is the year of what? The year that hopefully all prophecy will be fulfilled or come to pass, And this is a part of that prophecy that hasn't happened yet. So it's a time to refrain from embracing. I'm gonna keep saying that. Go throughout this lesson. You get it. All right. So let's go to here. We're gonna go to 1 Peter. You better embrace what you were taught. Embrace the Lord. All right. Pray more. This is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17, which reads, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?" All right. So, hey, man, it says, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? All right. Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to Him and well-doing as unto a faithful Creator. All right? So you got to stay with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, by Shem Arachak Wadas. That's who you embrace right now. Embrace what you were taught from the apostles and elders. All right, a great millstone. They've been teaching us the truth. Now is the time that you got to rely on that, lean on that. That's your crutch, man. All right? Embrace the teachings of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by Shem Arachak Wadas, because these are His words, and His words are going to last forever, man. All right? Not trying to be getting too close to men and all that, man. Family members, man. It's time to let them go, man. If they don't believe, they don't trust in His word, they're not going to make it, man. All right? So leave them alone. All right? What it says, if he that is wicked, let him be wicked still, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, man. All right? So let's go here. We're going to go to Isaiah, chapter 34 and 8. All right? Chapter 34, verse 8. And these people just had their little holidays and all that, which you still have over there in, what's that, Russia? I think their Christmas is tomorrow, man. And I think their New Year's is next week sometime. So they still playing their little Christmas music and all that. And that family spirit, that embracing spirit. But it's a time to refrain from embracing, man. All right? This is our first Slakia. Isaiah 34 and 8. And it reads, "For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of His recompense for the controversy of Zion, and will we hope that all His prophecies be fulfilled this year, man, or come to pass, man, this year." All right, so I'm going to read that again, Isaiah 34 and 8. "For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion," man. Lord's willing, it happens this year. All right. That's what we waiting for. So you have to refrain from embracing this world. Let go of this world, man. This world has nothing to offer you. Because the fashion of this world will pass away, man. Everything that's on this planet right now that you see in your face is, in America is going to dissolve. All right? So you should embrace nothing. Babylon can't hold a thing, man. All right? Babylon can't even hold water, man. So how much more the men of the Lord? You can't contain them. All right? You might think you got them trapped around right now, but but you don't see the bigger picture, which the angels is looking down watching you, watching us, you know? Lord's will not be a part of that number. So it's time to, hey man, you better get in your in your zone and stay there. All right, but you should have been doing this for years. So let's hop here. Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 4. All right, it says, Isaiah 63 and 4. It says, "For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redemption is come." Man, all right. So the Lord's about to come back and do a lot of things. Kind of Salaki, car rolled up on me, so I'm gonna read that again. This is Isaiah 63 and 4. It says, "For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come." All right, and that's what we want. We want the Lord to come redeem us. We want that redemption, man. We want that salvation up out of here. And like I said, we're hoping this year, according to the apostle Tahar, man, deemed it to be this year. Well, hopefully it happens this year, man. So like I said, it's a time to refrain from embracing, man. All right, stop embracing the bullshit. It's time to if you're going to embrace anything, embrace this truth. All right, the 100% truth that comes from the apostle elders of Great Millstone that he taught us, and the men that's under that same umbrella that follow that same doctrine, which is the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Arachak Kodash. All right, so let's go to 2 Corinthians. Let me get up out of here in a second. Got two more. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. All right. So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. It says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness," man? So how you want to be down with somebody with a different doctrine, that, and how are you going to embrace somebody, or embrace something that's contrary to what you believe in, or contrary to the truth, man? All right, but you still got men doing that, and you got these men that set up. They come up under wicked men, and wicked men just wax more worse and worse and worse, man. And they got men that's being kicked out of certain places, like ex-members of GMS. They're going around being tyrants, man, trying to gather up as many people as they can to try to go against the apostles and the doctrine that they was taught. And you got men that, and when they see these men, they see them as, oh, he was in GMS. Oh, yeah, I remember he was on fire. And they want to embrace a dude like that. And then they end up getting all jacked up, man. You can't embrace it. You can't embrace no man like that. He has to have a good rapport, man. But Yahweh Ba'Shem outside, man. Ba'Shem Arachak Kodash, and with the doctrine, that's what it's all about. All right, so it's a time to refrain from embracing this bullshit, man. You shouldn't be embracing it anyway, man. All right, so if you got any of that stuff around, clean out your closet, man. As that song said back in the day, from the whiners, I believe, sweep around your own front door, man. That's what you should be doing. All right, cleaning up, get your act together. All right, get in the spirit, stay in there. All right, so this is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 30. I'm going to end it with this. All right, Matthew chapter 5. All right, in verse 30. And it reads, "And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off, and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of the members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell," man. All right, so it's times where you're gonna have to, people get cut off, man. Your block game gotta be strong. People gonna, they go against the doctrine, they go against this, they go against that. They go against this truth. Cut them off. Don't embrace them. It's the time to refrain from embracing, man. All right, and I'm gonna say it again. It's the time to refrain from embracing. All right, so get that in your head, man, because we're coming into some real serious times. Like I said, you got people trying to kill themselves and can't even do it, which that's all a part of prophecy. So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. I pray it's motivational to you. You take what you can and use it. All right, apply it to your lives. With that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaRachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Charles is true. Shalom on to the elect. To the men that died doing the work, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, because they shall arise first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son. The Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahushai, he's the deliverer, because he come to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. So the next lesson, I'm going to say Mawaf for Baba Bar, Kwam Yasharala, Death to America. Shalom.